To another night of the Fragbite Masters live here from Stockholm, Sweden, and we are going to get into Group C tonight of the CSGO tournament.
Group C with CPlay? Coincidence?
I think not. There is no
Definitely not.
coincidence. We learned that last night,
Yeah.
Anders. There's no such thing as karma or fate or anything at all. You know,
No
just
cosmic
tattoos that we
balance.
regret for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Virtus.pro, they're going to be playing CPlay. Of course, we're in Group C, just starting off now. And then Titan Hellraisers, actually really cool that having them in the same group. Should be very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be later tonight. Both games best of 3. And then obviously we'll continue with Group C. Not tomorrow, because people are traveling to DreamHack France. But later on we will.
Yes. Yes, actually. Yeah, everybody's starting to head over there. That's right. It's going to be the event that's happening this weekend over in Tours.
Yeah.
In Tours. Yeah.
I can't pronounce that.
It's the French Revolution. all that jazz.
Tours.
Tours. So, like, just like Coors Light or something, you know? It's
Yeah.
like Tours Light. There we go,
Yeah.
man. It's France
That's
for you.
it confused me for a while because it said like, oh, DreamHack tours. I just thought, oh, they just mean like all the events, like like a DreamHack tour. Fine. Well, yeah, we'll go on the DreamHack tour. That sounds good. Right. So they actually already did the map picking. It's Inferno, it's Mirage, and it's Cobblestone. So
VP, I mean, none of these comes as a real surprise, I guess. They're all strong
VP.
maps for Virtus.pro.
have you noticed people stop picking Dust 2 Overpass and nobody picks Train either, of course, but like Dust 2 and Overpass just seem to be gone.
Yeah, they really
We had
have
Overpass
disappeared.
yesterday as a third map and we never got to it. But Dust 2 as well.
I think maybe Hellraisers Titan we might see Dust too. I mean, Hellraisers...
Yeah.
Not, I mean, Hellraisers would want to sneak in Overpass, that's for sure, because they've always been a solid team on Overpass. But Dust 2, maybe Titan, they're going to want to just try and get Dust 2 in there. It's one of their stronger maps, so hopefully, fingers crossed, right? But, I mean, one thing is, Cobblestone. Don't think that CPlay are too happy about seeing that, because they seem to struggle a little bit on the map, might not be super comfortable on it. And, I mean, they're going to be playing against Virtus.pro, who are one of the best Cobblestone teams out there right now. So,
Yeah.
if this goes to map 3, Virtus.pro are going to be looking very good to close this series out. Inferno kind of could go either way, though, because Glaive has always had, like that historical, ability to bring teams together on Inferno and make them better Inferno teams.
Especially CT side, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think the forecast is here? I would say there's an overwhelming chance that Virtus are going to 2-0 them here. I mean, even though they're Danish and all, I kind of feel like I can't really...
I would go with, I could back you on the 2-0. I mean, if it goes to, I think if it goes to map 3, it's definitely going to be Virtus.pro to win it. Because Cobblestone, Virtus.pro are just so good on that map right now. Even since the update changes that came through, I mean, they've always seemed to be so solid on it. Like, it's fun how you have these teams. We always kind of speculated that it would be teams that are the underdogs in matches that focus on the new maps. But Virtus.pro, now that they've had a lot of now that it's been quite some time that these maps have been in here, they seem like one of the top teams who have actually really focused on the map to develop strategies and get comfortable with it. And you can tell when they play versus other top tier teams. I mean, usually Virtus.pro come out ahead.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of which, Virtus.pro, if you don't know the lineup, it's Pasha, Neo, Taz, Bialy, and Snacks. One of the stronger teams in the world right now. Major championship winners as well. Really, really just a powerful team.
Yeah, man, you got Daddy Biceps over there on the left. Neo, Taz always smiling. It's a bit of a shame that we don't have like the torso shot from Taz, so you can give us the guns. Just like
that's true. I do love Neo's picture though. He looks like he could be a hitman in some movie. I don't know why. Like maybe if they made like a Counter-Strike movie, like in the future, Edward Norton would play Neo, and then we.
But actually, you're so right, because like Virtus.pro kind of just embody that, right? Taz is like the outgoing, he's like the leader guy, who's always like brash and boastful, and he goes out and he's like, we're gonna kick all their asses, and Pasha's just like the heavy, who kind of just sits there and he's like, this is Sasha, this is my gun, Then you got Neo, he's the guy who's like setting off in the corner, basically, who's just like sharpening his knife and never really says anything. He kind of just sits there and he's just like, yeah, okay, and he's actually the most dangerous one of the whole group.
Or maybe like a suitcase with like a fold-out rifle with a huge like silencer on it, and just that type of theme. CPlay on the Danish lineup: Sansier, Holtz, Muffer, B, and Glaive and Barry. So I would say some faces more well known than others here.
Yes, I mean, if you were watching Aces ROG, you would have seen that's Zansier and Barry. They went on to win that tournament, and that was along with Kirby as well at the time.
Yeah.
So that was that was a big win. That was when there was still 3D Max there, who were still Encore at the time, I think. They went on the Finnish team that was with Natu, right? They went on to lose against the big Overdrive mixed team that was Apex and Cali. And, so that was when Cali was still around, but that was like the last big result that we saw from Barry, at least.
Yeah.
We know that they were Copenhagen games, but they didn't fare too well. I think they only made like top 8 there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I would say Sanseer and Barry, and they used to play with Exa as well for a while. Like Exa and Barry used to play a lot together. They just seem to be like in that tier of Danish Counter-Strike where you end up in like a bunch of different teams.
Yeah, like they're always there,
yeah.
you know, and they're always, but they haven't really managed to, apart from that one win, you know, as far as Barry's concerned, you know, apart from that one win, he just like won that event, and then we just haven't heard from him again. And so that's where Glaive landed after he got kicked off of Copenhagen Wolves. So.
Yeah, Glaive obviously.
Well, we're all kind of familiar with Glaive, right? You know.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a really good in-game leader. Has really good like a good mind for strategy and stuff like that. But seems to have a hard time finding like the perfect team to be in right now. Maybe this is it. We certainly hope so. But I do think the forecast for a 2-0 is pretty overwhelming here. I think it's very likely that it'll happen.
It's hard to go with anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still talking about Virtus.pro.
Yeah,
Virtus.pro are a team that consistently plays top 4 versus the best in the world. So,
I mean, they're good on Inferno, Mirage. They are one of the 2 strongest teams in the world. They're playing Mirage together with Na'Vi. So I don't know. It's going to be really tough, I think.
I love Mirage though, because really Mirage, that map in particular right now, it's like it feels like it's just so difficult right now to see who's sitting at the top as like the undisputed best team on that map. Yeah, because you have several teams that are really far up there. You know, like I mean, well, obviously, you know, you mentioned Na'Vi, who seem to be sitting on the throne right now, but like VP, Fnatic, I mean, those are teams that are also starting to have like some pretty significant results on their TSM, also a real threat on Mirage. So it's like that map in particular for me is just like my favorite map to follow right now. I just wish we could see it in like every series. I know that would get really boring, but I love watching Mirage. Mirage is great.
Yeah, I've developed an interest in it as well. I've really started to come around for Mirage. Inferno, always a real pleasure. I've been spending a lot of time recently on Inferno, but I've been spending a lot more time on Cash and Train, running around offline looking for things. I'm really glad that Cash is not in here, because now this is the problem with trying to do videos, is you come up with something you feel like, I should put this in a video, this could be interesting. But you don't get to do it, because, you know, I'm traveling and there's lots of stuff happening. So now, between the time you think of it and the time you put in the video, you're so worried someone else will do it. You're just like constantly scared.
You see, now everybody's gonna go on Cash and be like, "What did Anders find?
I found something that is so glaringly obvious on Cash. I have no idea how no one else has done it yet, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. That will definitely be interesting. But
so Anders gonna be responsible for the next nerf to Cash. Like this map will get changed because of this.
No, it's not even that. It's just like I don't know. I mean, so here's the other thing. When I finally put this in a video somewhere, there's going to be 100 people saying, we already did this like 100 times. But no, I haven't seen other people do it, so we'll see. It should be fun. But not tonight, or at least not yet. Titan Hellraisers, they could end up playing Cash too, actually.
They could.
Yeah, that could happen.
Like, I could see Cash out of them. I really do think, you know, that Titan would try and sneak Dust 2 in. Just as a...
Yeah.
You know, it's one of their more solid maps right now. They're also solid on Cash. So, Hellraisers... I would love to see Hellraisers on Overpass because they always seem to be such a strong team on that map. Like, there's a bunch of different combinations. I still don't think that we're going to see Train anytime soon, unfortunately. It's like not until the next major when we get the random, you know, third last map and somebody's brave enough to leave it in there.
Yeah, that I think that might be true.
And then, you know, that it's a random pick, guys.
the Valve random generator that always ends up.
That always goes Cobblestone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, we found out that was very random.
Right, but I mean, I think I think it's just a question of time. I think actually the way it works on like the pro level is once one top 10 teams starts really putting time into it, the others will start to feel, well, now we have to, you know. Like once the rumor gets around, actually these guys are seriously cracking it. They're looking for practices on Train. It's really happening. More of them will start to come in, and that's it. So it's just a question of time. Yeah.
Like many things in life.
Timing, it's everything.
Yep.
All right. Well, as far as I know, they're all on the server, and we should hopefully be going to the game not too long. Inferno, pretty decent map to start off with as well. Sort of one of the most played maps of all time, really.
Yeah.
So one that everyone knows, and we can sort of get a reasonable start on.
It's actually quite good to see Inferno to start. It feels like we don't really see that happen too much, actually, these days. I mean, you still have Happy, who seems to be hell-bent, you know, on picking Inferno every chance he gets.
Yeah.
But, you know,
it worked last time. They did win it.
Yeah, they did win it. They won it, and then they proceeded to lose.
What could be fun is there's like a difference, like Virtus.pro on Inferno when they get a good start, and Virtus.pro, when they try and play safe, are like two different beasts entirely. So, I mean, if they get to play CPlay here and they get off to a good start, I'm hoping we'll see like the super aggressive Virtus.pro that just do whatever they like.
I want to see that. I'm also interested to see if they decide to stick with Neo not playing B solo anymore. Because the last time that I watched them on Inferno, they had Neo playing Rotator Arch. So, you know, because that's also something that like it became a staple that you saw Neo. It was kind of like Zip Mix for TSM. Yeah, exactly. It's like he'd just be in Banana every single time, and that would be his zone to lock down. And then recently, I think I've seen a little bit. I think this is a lot of the teams right now. They're kind of like shifting things around. It's like Flusha calling randomly on a night for Fnatic, right? We're starting to see teams, you know, maybe mixing up things a little bit to see what needs to shake up so that they don't become too predictable. So also maybe Neo wanting to keep things fresh a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Just also, if you're playing for as much as for a long time as these guys have, it's nice maybe to get a bit of a change in the dynamic, try and change it around.
Yeah, that was sparkly water, guys. Just so you know. Let's not get any ideas here.
All right, well, we're on the server here, and should be getting ready. Yeah, the countdown is already here. So if you are just joining us, a big welcome. This is Fragbite Masters, and we are in Group C, just starting off now, with Virtus.pro versus CPlay. Polish team versus Danish team. We're going to start on Inferno, and it will be CPlay actually starting on the CT side, which is good news.
Yeah, this is good news for them, certainly. Still the favored side, and some would still say, you know, the most favored, you know, CT favored map rather in the pool for
yeah, for the right team.
Yeah, for the right team, basically. For teams that excel at the CT side, they can really just dominate outright on this half. So we'll have to see what Virtus.pro have in store for us. Right now, it's looking like they're going to go up to second mid, straight into T, and getting into apartments as well. Nice flash there, but Muff, he just jumps right into it, and Neo is there to get the headshot.
Yeah, and they're going to keep running. Look at this, all of them out of the apartments. This is such a powerful push, and there's no one here to hold it. Oh, Glaive actually gets a headshot. He's so low on health as well. One bullet would have killed him, but he actually makes that work. Now they're taking a fight from Pit while the bomb is going down, but this is a CPlay coming back into it. Neo has to get this kill quick on Glaive. He's still alive. 2 health left. Neo taking a long fight here. Runs out of bullets. Santian Holt's going to be up 2 kills now. Bialy down in the pit. He goes down to Glaive, who ends with a double. What a round from Glaive, though. How did he stay alive for that long?
With 2 HP. And Xancer has the kit, so he'll get the defuse. There's plenty of time here for CPlay. And this is what I'm wondering about, man. You know, Glaive, Inferno, just his teams, they seem to do so well on it at all times. I mean, a lot of that did come down to just really nice headshots, though. I mean, apart from Glaive, you know, playing very carefully, you know, once he got into short, he didn't overexpose himself, especially because he was so low, but he waited for the rotation to come in from his mates before rushing in. But, you know, with how Muff B got picked off initially, that could have definitely spun out of control there. It was basically Barry and Glaive bringing it back and keeping things under control, making sure that Virtus.pro just couldn't get a bomb plant for free.
No more chicken. Virtus.pro on their turn, they have picked up actually a lot of sort of variety in pistols here. C-Set, 2 Tech-9s, 2 P250s. They're sort of setting up over in the middle, although a little bit of a battle going on with Neo over at Banana. Just fighting Barry, and actually has done a lot of damage to him already.
And I'm wondering if we should attribute this early buy to Virtus.pro disrespecting CPlay. If they're just like, okay, time to earn it, right? We got close enough. We're just gonna push up now, get that first kill. Pasha manages to take out Xancer. Glaive trying to throw down a long smoke. He's gonna get it, but then Taz wraps up on short, and he's gonna be able to pick him off. Taz with the double kill as well. And yeah, there you go. Virtus.pro just so quick when it comes to it. They get right up in your face, and with the Tech-9s, they're just absolutely lethal.
I mean, that was just really nicely executed. Once they got the kill on the guy holding corner of Library, and just by Lil Pit, once they got that kill, it kind of opened up the whole round. Neo already out hunting. I mean, they might as well do what they can to get these rifles away here, especially if they can steal them and pick them up, because they're gonna have a lot of money coming around just from winning this round.
Yeah, really good to see. I mean, there's a 1-for-1. Now they know that he's behind new boxes. Taz is going to close in with that Tech-9. Takes the fight. Doesn't get it. But Snacks will eventually get that kill with the MP9. So they could have, if they wanted to, they could have 2 FAMASas to work with, but Snacks deciding not to upgrade there.
Which I think is such a smart choice, because if he has the FAMAS, sure, I mean, maybe it's slightly better at long range, but he knows they're not going to have anything. Maybe they will force up with his armor, but they're not even buying armor, which means this MP9 is a perfect choice for Snacks. I think that's actually very smart.
Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage here versus no Kevlar targets. But that was, I mean, this is, again, the disrespect, right? It's just Virtus.pro like, hey, you guys aren't going to stop us. We are going to take this risky buy. Just get in there. I mean, It is such a powerful decision to go for.
Smoke gonna land, thrown from second mid. They are gonna try and push. See if they can get a little bit closer to that A-bomb site. Still with Neo solo playing over via Banana. Just trying to keep an eye on it. That Molotov actually never went up. Looked like that was out of the smoke, though.
Yeah, instantly diffused. And he goes back to hide in that corner. But it's looking like Virtus.pro want to take it over to the B site for now. Minute left, and Snacks is just left lurking up here. He hears the steps, takes the fight, and Xanser's going to get overwhelmed. Snacks not taking a single point of damage. So that MP9 already coming in pretty big here. Neo he leads this this charge up onto the B site with the MAC-10, taking a little bit of fire damage, but they're playing very carefully right now. Both members on CPlay, they want to set up that crossfire, and they will get one kill out of it. Barry not going to be able to get anything more, but still, one kill onto Taz. It's kind of the best case scenario there.
Well, look at Snacks, he's got 8,000 starting in the 4th round here, and they still cannot really buy on CPlay unless they had lost their minds here. So Snacks actually, yeah, he's going to buy an AK for a friend. Are they going to keep the MP? Wow, well,
no, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he wants to give it up. They don't know if CPlay are going to go or are going to risk it.
I mean, they didn't have armor last round, so maybe Virtus.pro got thrown off and thought, okay, they'll have enough money. CPlay do invest in some smokes here. That's just to put a little bit of pressure on the terror side, make sure they have to make a couple of choices on the T side here. Neo taking a bit of an extended fight. Ends up falling back, and the grenade won't kill Barry either. The rest of the Virtus.pro team already up in empowerment, so this is just every round Neo going alone and the rest of the team playing together. Glaive and Muff actually picking up 2 good kills here, and Glaive with a second one. This is looking so good start here for CPlay. Finally a return coming in from Taz, but it might have been too late at this point. Neo is low on health as well. Big turnaround.
It was a tough fight for Neo over in Banana. He didn't get that kill very quickly. But this is what you get, basically. If you try and if you try and bum rush through smoke up close versus 5.7s, they can shred you, and we see why. Glaive, Barry. I mean, the lethal. I mean, headshot. Basically, the range is so long on those 5.7s. It's not like the P250, where you get a significant drop off. So Glaive, they managed to set up that perfect crossfire. Virtus.pro, they're gonna have to be a little bit careful here. This is really dangerous territory. Neo does manage to get up to top Banana, but there's still a man alive here. He gets spotted, however, so now they know. But Barry just goes charging through that smoke and completely catches Neo off guard.
Yeah, really big kill. Taz hasn't really showed himself in the last 20 seconds, so once they know where he is, the full rotation is going to come in. It's going to be very little time. Taz has to get 2 quick kills here, put the bomb down, and then still complete a 1v2. It's not going to happen. Holtz will take him down, and that will be 2-2, moving right into the 5th round. So a really big comeback from CPlay, and maybe a bit of a screw-up on Virtus.pro's side as well. Just, you know, those smokes are meant to put pressure on you, but you're not meant to just, like, crumble to that pressure and just charge right through one. You're supposed to sort of just, wait out the clock for a long time, and then they eventually will run out, and then you go for it.
Exactly, right? Why take the risk, especially when you had, like, 50 seconds plus? Yeah. By the time you start that push onto short, you have all the time in the world to wait for those smokes to clear. So, taking a big risk, and now it's going to be a straight-up battle. Neo pinned down behind Woodstacks and Banana, and he's going to get picked off by Glaive, but he does manage to take Barry with him. So, into a 4-on-4. Not sure if he spotted out that there were 2 guys waiting for him top Banana there. If he only saw the one, but Virtus.pro are looking to build off of this. They're trying to speed up on short.
And there's so much noise being made by Taz up in those apartments. Comes out, crouching with P90, sprays down. Not going to get Sansi. He will fall to Snacks, though. We're going to be in a 2v2. Bomb goes down. Molotov up to just try and block off the one side, but Glaive is coming in here, and the timing was almost there for it. He's going to leave Holtz alone. Now in a 1v2, ends up dropping to Pasha, who was on 21 health as well. And Virtus.pro are going to make that round work. Bit of a nice idea. I mean, I like the fact that Taz was making so much noise in apartments while they were running in on quad, which means the guy holding on up on the balcony, yeah, he's going to be worried all the time. You know, he probably knows that it's a distraction, but he also knows that if he starts shooting down at quad, someone's going to come pop out of the apartments. Really confusing situation.
Or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So he has to worry. He has 2 angles to hold, essentially, so his position gets very difficult. Very aggro flash there to try and slow things down at top Banana, but Virtus.pro again, they get control.
Molotovs.
Just trying to do it without the nades, essentially. They haven't shown anything past Pasha either. You might know now that there are 2 of them here, but do they know that the entire team is here? Highly unlikely.
Well, Neo's got a Molotov. Bialy's Pasha's got one. They're all throwing them at the moment, so gonna come raining in. And look at the rotation coming out from CPlay. Already got 3 people here. Barry in a great position, but not the right weapon for it. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't get a kill just yet. Neo trying to jump on over the Mac 10 in hand, looking for an opening on someone, and it's going to be Glaive to fall for it. Bomb goes down inside the smoke, and it's looking like a Virtus.pro round. Holtz will be dropped as well. Neo with the Mac 10 as well. All those kills really going to help his economy a lot.
I can't believe that Neo gets 2 kills off of that Mac 10 like that, jumping around as well. Now he's got an M4 to work with, and yeah, now the rest of CPlay, they're backing off to hold on to their guns. They tried to force. They went for the force this round, and I mean, without Neo jumping through basically and picking off the 2 guys holding CT and Flowers, they might have been able to do something because Barry, he didn't get any kills with the P250, but he softened up 3 guys. So if you have a couple of rifles, you know, if you actually start to take these fights with Virtus.pro, you can win them. Neo gets dropped down from full HP, though, so the rest of VP are going to live, and now it leaves CPlay in a very awkward position. They have 2 rifles, but the rest of the team, they don't have any money to buy up with.
Yeah, if this was Envy playing on the CT side, I wouldn't be surprised if they sort of try and just buy up here. But that's like a particularly, I mean, Envy gets Hellraisers, yeah. But there are a couple of teams that are a little bit more prone to doing it. CPlay going to try and play it safe and just say, all right, we'll let them get a 5th round and then we'll shut it down. We'll make it 10-5. I think that's the mentality going into a round like this. Really tough because if Virtus.pro get to 5 rounds, there's a really strong chance that they will really not let go of the rest of this game. 5 rounds is a lot. Virtus.pro, they're really strong CT side as well. So it's going to be hard, I think, now for CPlay to hold on to this game.
And I like this. I mean, CPlay, they've noticed the tendency that Virtus.pro have shown so far to go up short, to really show an emphasis on short when they take over A. And so they try and set up a little bit of a triangle over here to catch Virtus.pro if they decide to barrel up. Well, Pasha, he's not alone, though. He's got Bialy watching his back. So they are trying to apply some pressure over here at long. They are going to take it over. And now they wrap around through Arch. They're actually looking for the rotator, but that's not going to be anybody here.
Oh, still a lot. I mean, this is going to give them so much of a clue of what's going on. You know, nobody's holding here. They're going to check the rest of the site. We'll spot out one person. There's a guy in pit as well, so they've got a good read on what's happening right now, VP. Grenade not really going to tag up anyone too much in the corner. Holt's going to get found, and Barry down in pit will pick up Taz as a sort of consolidation prize almost. In the meantime, yeah, they will find Glaive down there. I was going to say, did they lose count on him? But they didn't.
Spot out the remaining 2 as well. 2-on-3 situation here for CPlay, though. If they can pick up a kill fast, they might be able to make this work. Xancer does have a kit. And there you go. Muff B takes out Bialy, who's holding short. Now Xancer trying to work his way through. He comes out from library, and they're going to try and pincer onto this site from short and from long, but Snacks picks up the 1, and Muff B runs out of bullets. He's not going to be able to do anything here, and Virtus.pro live with 2 players at the end. Successful 2v2 situation there for them, but also a pretty decent round, all things considered, for CPlay. I mean, they still managed to get 3 kills in when half of the team was ecoing on CPlay's side, so
yeah,
they're going to make Virtus.pro spend some money here.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, there's a pretty big bank on Pasha. He's got almost 9,000, even after buying everything here. But apart from that, it's definitely possible that CPlay could force an eco soon enough on the VP side, and that's the way to come back into it. A lot of emphasis on middle here, which is going to be really powerful. And you're right, Virtus.pro have been going a lot of middle, so maybe that's what CPlay realized. Sands here picking one up, Muff as well. Glaive and Muff once again, and Taz last man standing. What a complete shutdown here from the Danish side, just destroying VP in the middle.
Yeah, that couldn't have been better. It couldn't have been better for CPlay either, just because they haven't had any nades. They didn't have any nades to work with, really, in this round. They were very limited on the gear. So for the fact that Virtus.pro don't decide to play it slow, they don't try and wait out the nades, CPlay, they're like, well, sweet, we want this kind of fight. We need these kind of rifle fights because we have so little else to work with. So this is perfect there. I mean, Virtus.pro, again, kind of getting punished for being impatient.
Yeah, you're right. That happened earlier when they were playing against the pistols of CPlay over by Boiler Room. And VP just kind of keep buying up anyway, even though it's definitely far from a complete buy. Neo really committing to the Mac 10, and I mean, it's been working for him so far. And then Snacks on the AWP without armor as well. I think this is Virtus.pro's way of saying we're just a better team. So yeah, even if we're gonna, you know, if it's a bit weird, we're gonna make it work anyway.
Neo looking to get the punish there. Wanted to get that peek, and no, he gets rewarded with the nade. Not going to be too pleased about that, especially considering he's got the SMG. So he needs to have every point of health, basically, if he gets into a drawn-out fight, if it goes to a spray battle. Okay, there we go. Flash through again. They're going to try and take over mid, and Virtus.pro this time do it. And CPlay not afraid to use some of those nades to try and hold things off. Information trying to, I mean, Glaive peeks out for information and Snacks misses a crucial shot there. Don't feel like that should have happened. Feels like Glaive probably should have got punished for trying to peek out.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a risk, but good news for CPlay that they didn't lose that entry frag, because now VP have actually wasted a lot of time looking for one, and they're going to lose one more there. Sans here to pick off Pasha. Very nice and very common pop flash that you can throw yourself. Not as effective as if you've got someone from pit throwing it for you, a teammate, but it still works really well. Now they rotate back to B, which is very common. Once you lose a couple of people, B is just easier to hit. And with an opening like that, it could actually be real as well. Byali going to take off Barry, and we're in a 3v3. And this is really big. The smokes that are left here, the grenades that are left on VP are going to make a big difference. Still a Molotov on Byali, and they are so far away from the bomb site once the rotation happens.
They're going to be fairly displeased with the finds. They didn't get any loot off of any of these bodies either, so no nades to work with in this retake. It's straight up run and gun. Glaive gets nailed down to 6 HP. Muff B takes a little bit of damage as well. That's Neo peeking out, and he gets the double spray down on the 2. Now it's just Xanser. Gets caught out in CT, takes that fight versus Neo and wins it. But he's going to get flanked out here by Byali, and he's actually trying to back off the save. Taz not going to allow that. Taz another kill with that AWP. Taz is just versatile, man. He can do whatever he wants. Off, pistol, whatever. You give this guy something to work with, and he will get something done with it.
All right, great double from Neo. That's going to be 6-3, and CPlay, this time they actually go for the force up. Now, it's no longer really a question of saying, is it like, are we going to have the right equipment for it? Now it's more a question of the rounds that are left here. Virtus.pro on 6 is the absolute max you could give them before you really are screwed. So if they can get 6 rounds in a row here, CPlay make it 9-6, it's possible. Glaive, though, will run into that AK, and Neo controlling the spray quite well. He's still just single-handedly pushing up here. Gonna find another target. They almost line up, but they will get the return on him. He sees 2, though, and that should be a big indication. VP now know it's only going to be 2 people left here, and they actually will move quite fast. I think that's a right call from the Virtus.pro side. Just push them while they're alone.
Exactly, while they're a man down, basically. Rotation is coming through, and some good anti-flashes here to buy some time. That opens it up for Xanser, holding on that side to take out Taz. Snacks getting caught out in the open. Now he's got the op to work with, though. Spots out the man, but he can't get the shot. Takes way too long. And Barry, rotating over from that B side, is going to catch him in the side of the head. Pasha's now going to be alone versus, well, 3 remaining CPlay members, 2 of them on the site, and 1 of them camping the bomb. And he gets headshot right off the bat. This is definitely not looking too good here for Pasha.
No, gonna run right back into Holtz, and that will be the end of it. A little bit weird. I'm not sure why Virtus.pro are having such a hard time killing the guy who's playing by that box, because you can shoot right through it. With an orb, I'm pretty sure you can shoot through the pillar that's behind the box. So I think that was just a little bit of a strange round. The call was definitely good, but maybe those anti-flashes you were talking about that were thrown out from inside a bomb site just worked a little bit too well, and Virtus.pro got... I mean, the thing is, when you make the call to push like that, you want to do it quickly. If you slow it down in the middle of the push, then you start worrying about whether or not they're already rotating. So then your focus gets split, and maybe that's just what happened to VP then.
Yeah, you feel like you're just under the gun at that point. And Holtz picks off Taz. Double entry here for CPlay. This is a big start here in this important round for them, because the force buy worked in the last round. They were able to save some guns. And now we have Virtus.pro in a 4 situation. So down 2 men. They've done some significant damage, but still doesn't change the fact that 2 guys are still alive here on this B site and ready to hold. They may be just trying to speed this up, though. Look at this. Virtus.pro right now setting up for the smokes.
The last time they did this, they were definitely able to get the double entry, and they actually won the round. So we'll see if they can do it again. Smokes rain in, and Holtz and Sansi are both kind of low on health. It's possible here to make a breakthrough. Snack's going to pick up one and Pilot with the other one. And what a great double entry. And look at the 2 people in A. They're at the pit when the bomb goes down. That's such a long ways away. That means now, even if Barry's close, he has to wait. I mean,
exactly.
Once the round is over, we'll try and time how long it takes to run from pit to B. It's quite a while. It's like 17 seconds or 14 seconds. I mean, it's really hard to do. Snacks is going to be going down. Oh, sorry, Barry's going to take the kill on Snacks then. And Muff will be dropped by Ali at the end of it. Now, Sans here running away. So now we can do the timing if you want.
That was just horrendous luck there for Barry. He was trying to set up a flash for his teammates who had finally finished rotating in.
Yeah.
And then Snacks peeks at just the right time. Xanser, luckily for him, he's going to hold on to that AWP. But yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and see real quick. From pit, basically, yeah, rotate through. We'll say speedway because that's the fastest way to get there. And then straight onto that B site. Yeah.
18 seconds.
It's more than twice. I mean, it's more than half as long
on
as
a
the bomb
35-second, yeah, exactly. On a 35-second bomb timer, takes 5 seconds to defuse as well. You know, 13 seconds. That means you've got like 10 seconds when you get there to get all the kills, clear the bomb site, and defuse the bomb. It's almost impossible. And that's also checking no corners. It's even worse if you try and run Banana, where you have to actually check the corners there. Then you're going to spend all your time doing it. Good opening from Sansia, though. The lone AWP to pick off Neo. This is turning into a really brutal match for CPlay. They are, I mean, they're already past the point where it's acceptable here for the first half.
Certainly. And Virtus.pro are an extremely solid team on CT side as well. They aren't going to make any mistakes when it comes down to these duels. They're going to come out ahead. But let's see exactly how CPlay can make this work. You know, now that they've got that entry frag, again with the anti-flashes, those have been very effective. Smoke goes down, block off short, however, and instantly you see CPlay trying to rotate back around to cover that angle. Make sure that they can't get wrapped around. They've already got the rotation coming out from Zanser. He's going to be holding at Arch. So you can see, long line from Speedway into Arch, but Virtus.pro being so thorough right now. Smoke goes down to block him off, and he's just rendered completely useless.
Oh, and that's a sick play from Snacks as well. Running through the Molotov, and even though Sansia sort of heard it, it's still really hard to account for. Nicely done. Glaive in the pit, trying to get a couple of shots in here, and actually almost takes down Pasha, which leaves now Muff down here. 5-7 in hand. He's going to be dropped by Ali, and Snacks will take out Barry. That will end the round. Snacks with a triple kill, and a really good round for him. 8 and 4, and CPlay, they are just not finding much luck at all. Even with the entry frags, they're not making it work.
Oh, this is incredibly difficult for them at this point. I mean, 8 rounds. They did go for, I mean, we can see, you know, it was a bit of an eco round last time. They only really had Zanser, so they're going to get to buy up in this round. But here we go. I mean, basically, they have to win the remaining 3. Flat out, CPlay needs 7 rounds. They need every single round that they can get. This is all going to be, well, once again, Neo, man, nice control there of top Banana. The Molotov plus the HE, that's going to put Barry down to 57. Oh, this is just softening. These are just love taps, right? We haven't even gotten into the thick of it yet.
Sansier almost. I mean, the problem is they don't have any head armor, so those 2 M4s that Pasha and Snacks are holding can be lethal. If you take a shot for the smoke, you're already going to be dead. Neo still being a pest down here. I mean, just think about what an investment it is to have Neo be so good at playing Banana that they have to commit 2 people to being there at all times. That means already the other 4 members of VP are essentially playing 4v3 against the rest of the CPlay team. It just works so well in favor of VP that they can do this.
Still drawing the attention. 2 players over here. They're going to try and wrap around through Arch. Glaive gets picked off, not able to react in time. And there we go. The B-split comes through. Snacks takes out the first man. That's Holtz holding bottom Banana, but there's nowhere to run, Barry. You're just going to get caught out by the rotators. Pasha, he's going to be able to pick up that frag, and it works perfectly for Virtus.pro. Nothing more to be said apart from the fact that 2 Banana, 2 through CT. There was just nowhere for CPlay to go.
And Snacks ready to receive Sansier down here. Again, without the head armor, this is really risky. He's going to pick up an AK and try and run away, in fact. And they are already out hunting. They really don't want to let them get away with anything here.
They have to be very close here. Bialy's closing in. They have no idea. Can he react in time? Nope. Double headshot there, and Bialy's going to get taken out. But now they know at least where one of them is holding.
Yeah, Taz could try and invest into... I mean, we're going to be in the 14th round anyway. I think VP's economy might be good enough to warrant this, and one of the rifles is going to be gone, which means Sansier is the only one with really anything. I think CPlay should force up this round anyway. I don't think they should try and save. I think now is where you just go for your 5-7 armor and a bunch of grenades here to try and make this work. I don't think it's worth playing for 9-6. I think that scoreline is just not sustainable. I would definitely have gone for it here.
Yeah, just throwing luck to the wind, basically.
Yeah.
You've got one guy with the AK. If you can put that AK in the right spot at the right time, that could make the difference. But again, Virtus.pro, this is just bullying now. They're going to just continue to pressure, continue to run up. And again, ineffective HE, although Holtz, that second one does the trick. And there you go. 2 kills, 1 kill in mid as well. And that's just going to open everything up here for Virtus.pro. They're going to be able to get onto this B site, no problem at all.
Right, so that round, actually, the lack of armor on CPlay, that wasn't what cost them the round. I don't think if they'd had armor, that would have played out very differently. Just some really good entry cracks on VP. And now, obviously, buying the time, they have almost all the grenades still intact as they put the bomb down, so they can just wait forever and ever. And it's going to be tough here. That means 10-4 in favor of Virtus.pro, playing on the less favorite side. I don't know what to say.
There really isn't much that they can do, it seems.
This is kind of where we were hoping CPlay would be the strongest, playing CT side Inferno.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were getting crushed playing T side, we could sort of have a faint hope that they would make a comeback on the second half, but chances are second half is going to be even rougher for them.
Well, Xancer at least is able to hold on to that AK, so they might have something to work with. I mean, they're going to be able to go for a buy after that eco. And Xancer actually goes for the AWP, right? So that means Holtz gets his AK, and then that's going to mean everybody... I mean, a very well-equipped CPlay here, but the damage is already done now. The ticker is there pretty much where Virtus.pro are just going to be able to start throwing rounds. They can just start going for random plays as well because they have so much of a buffer going into the second half. If they finish 11-4, it's just that much better. CPlay are not going to be able to handle the CT aggression that'll come out from Virtus.pro.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, it's going to be a long haul back from the Danish side. Sanseer to go down as well. Bayali sort of just running in and crouching at the right time. That leaves two people over at the A-bomb site, both playing towards quad, which means they're going to get sandwiched in here. Muff being forced back, but if they run back, there's going to be people waiting for them. This is such smart play from VP. That's essentially herding them back into the people who are coming out of apartments. That's how that Molotov works. So really cool stuff. And Taz also landing that shot. Very, very low on health here. The Glock, in fact, would be enough to finish him. I mean, they're running away, but it's obviously not to save because we're in the 15th round, so there'll be no saving. Oh, Taz.
Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal.
The double Glock. Headshot to finish off Holtz, and it's going to be 11-4. And the first half is done. And CPlay, I don't know. The weird thing is, some of the rounds they won were just with pistols, where they just like, they put up smokes, and VP were forced to run through them, and VP, well, they weren't forced, but they ran through them and lost the rounds. It feels like maybe there could have been more play like that.
Okay, so two of them didn't have helmets either. So that's,
yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, if you're up against AKs, the helmets wouldn't have made a difference anyways. So it doesn't really change anything. The fact that Taz has an M4. But you're right. I mean, there were opportunities there for CPlay. They were kind of given some rounds by VP. At least two of those rounds were definitely just given up by VP trying to play aggressive, like ultra aggressive. But Virtus.pro just never really stopped the entire half. They just kept playing ultra aggressive, and CPlay just couldn't handle it when it came to the duels.
Right, but I mean, if the smokes worked that well against Virtus.pro, maybe they should have tried to do a little bit more. You know, the rounds they had where they were aggressive in middle, or at least forward and middle, like where Bayali is now, seemed to work better than the rounds where they were playing really far back on the bomb sites and defensive. Because at that point, VP they get the control of banana, they get the control of top mid, and then they just look for entries, and they always get them. Maybe if you force them to run through a smoke before they look for an entry, it's a little bit better. Although there were some really scary rounds where it started off 3-5 and then VP take 2 and B and still win the round. That's obviously not meant to happen.
That's the thing. It's at the end of the day, you know, you can have all the calls, but if you're not landing the shots, if you're letting Virtus.pro just walk forward and continue to get entry frags, it could be the same. I mean, it could be the same thing here. I mean, Neo, he's down to 6 HP. Taz drops down from balcony. He's actually going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, and he gets the headshot on Buffy. That drops the bomb and pit, and he still stays alive.
How is Taz coming out of this at all? I have no idea. He should be dead a long time ago. Taking a fight but runs out of bullets, and Pasha has also picked up Barry. It is a 3v3. Neo, he was low from the very beginning of the round, and he still is. Pasha trying to see if he could find the entry, and there is going to be one, so now it's a double for him. Bomb is down and ticking. Currently, there's no kit picked up. I'm not sure if there was one on the ground somewhere. Neo to pick up a kill, even on low health. He's lethal, and Holtz down in the pit trying to stay alive. Pasha coming for him. They're all coming, in fact, and they're going to run him over. Bomb already being defused, and there is going to be enough time for the defuse as well. So it's going to be 12-4, and Virtus.pro stealing away the pistol round. Otherwise, a pretty good entry from CPlay. But I have no idea how Taz stayed alive for that long. He shouldn't have got the kill, but he should have been dead already.
It's just, and he wasn't even like dancing that much either. He was kind of just like sitting still most of the time, just tapping away, and yet somehow he's dodging everything coming at him. And is this real? Did my eyes deceive me, or did Snacks just buy an auto shotty?
Oh.
What are you doing, Snacks? This would be like the ultimate level, basically, of disrespect. I mean, auto shotgun. Not even NBK buys an auto shotgun.
No, but he does buy the sawn-off, though. It's a fairly decent grenade being put out here. Snacks going to see a bunch of people coming at him. Grenade out already, and actually the grenade will get the kill. Auto shotgun going to get just the one. So many targets, but not enough health to stay alive either. And Neo in the background here with the MP9. They're going to try and run him over before backup gets here. But backup is already here. And Pasha will pick up the one. Muff caught in the corner. And it's only going to get worse. Taz will take him out. no one's going to save the auto shotgun. It's so sad.
It was like, burn it, throw it at the Molotov, let it die. I mean, that's the issue, though. I mean, it's unfortunate that Snacks got flashed so thoroughly as well. I mean, he didn't really have a chance to put it to use because I'm wondering if they're stacked up enough. You know, how lethal can it actually be?
He's just not going to care.
Yeah, okay.
I like that.
Well, they have to know that there was a buy coming as well because in the bomb plant in the first round, they saw that that wasn't an eco. So, or I mean, that wasn't a force buy out of CPlay, so they should assume that CPlay are going to have rifles this round. And they know now. I mean, AK is getting shot somewhere on the map, so that's got to tell them something.
I wonder if Neo spots them with the boost up here. If Snacks is going to like try and run through
the jump shotty.
Look how ready he is.
Neo has a flashbang.
Like Nova, wait a minute. Neo's got a flashbang. He selected it just now. He's falling back a little bit. And Neo's going to get caught. I thought that was a setup. That could have been sick. Snacks here. Auto shotgun going to get both the kills. Glaive and Sanseer gone. It's been confirmed. The new meta. He swapped it out for an AK, which is obviously a huge mistake.
Yeah, just a big downgrade. Look at that. He doesn't even get the kill versus Barry.
Yeah. Should have stuck with the shotty.
Snacks, what are you doing, man? They've got the rotation. Actually, this is a bit of a faulty call, however, coming out from Virtus.pro. They've rotated 2 guys up to B, but the bomb is heading towards A with 40 seconds left. So Holtz is just now getting up to T. That leaves Taz alone on this A site now to lock it down. Rotation is coming back, however. Pasha making his way along Speedway now, so he's got eyes on Arch, but it's going to be up short. There isn't going to be anything happening Arch side.
Well, Taz is going to really... I mean, they're going to take this whole bomb site regardless, but they will probably lose one player to Taz if he's back here, and that should make it a retake anyway for VP here. Taz actually reveals himself a bit early, so now they might come and find me. They will. Holtz with a really important kill there. Definitely a big round now. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Molotov goes up. It's a little bit too late. Otherwise, that would have been lethal. They could have run out of time. If that Molotov had gone up 2 seconds earlier before the bomb plant, that would have pretty sealed the round. Pasha and Snacks now still going to fight for the retake. Molotov all the way in the back here, but going to go a little bit too far. Good opening from Pasha. Snacks to pick the head right off of Barry, and now Holtz in the background. Has done really well. He's going to get the 3rd kill as well. What a round from him. Well done, and that will be 13-5. That's a really big clutch from Holtz.
And Snacks, I mean, CPlay striking back. I'm actually kind of surprised at how little money Snacks has, considering he got 2 kills that round with the Nauta shotty.
Yeah.
Actually, that doesn't really make sense. No, well, actually, it does make sense. He's at 3,500, and they just lost the round. Never mind, I'm silly. So, no, that's fine, that's fine. Like, Virtus.pro up to 3,500, so...
I think the downfall was when he gave up the ultra shotgun for the AK.
Clearly. I mean, he wasn't able to get that clutch, so... Snacks, you got to do better than that, mate. Sorry. CPlay, though, are showing that they've got some fight left in them here. They're definitely not just giving up. They're not rolling over. They claw their way out of that round with 1 member surviving, and now they have the advantage in this one. Virtus.pro only investing in some pistols and nades. No Kevlar to back it.
Yeah, again, just to try and put a bit of pressure on CPlay. They've done a good job already, Virtus.pro, just not using grenades too soon. Actually, the timing is going to be dead on perfect. They're waiting for CPlay's grenades, and when they hear them coming around the corner, that's when they put up the smoke, and the Danish team has to cool down for a bit.
And that flash as well. Perfect. And now, well, CPlay really taking their time with this. They haven't given any information to Virtus.pro. This leaves Virtus.pro in a bit of an awkward spot. Snacks does have a fresh smoke to throw down on this B site, however. So he's going to throw that down now, try and slow things down here. Glaive looking to get lucky. Not going to happen this time, and Neo still alive on the back of this site. 1 flash goes down, however, but there's only 30 seconds left, and this is enough time for CPlay to try and go for a counter rotation. They're trying to get out here, but Virtus.pro are going to be in position to shut this down. Taz waiting in Boiler. He gets spotted. Not going to be able to pull off the lurk.
Pasha, I think if he had been there a little bit sooner, that would have been even better, but Bayali trying to get back around the corner. Muff will take him out, and this is looking good for CPlay, even though the clock was really low. There's 8 seconds the bomb went down, so a little bit scary. That smoke that they threw coming up middle, CPlay, when they threw that smoke towards Archway, that's actually saved the round for them. If they had been out of smoke, so if they hadn't thrown it, they would have been caught between Taz in the boiler room and Pasha and Bayali, I think it was, over at Archway. And it would have been like a 3-way crossfire in the middle, and they would have probably lost the round. So that one smoke was super important. Really well done on their part. Snacks now, maybe an exit kill or 2 here, maybe even stealing an AK would be good. He's on the hunt.
Here's the steps. The Glaive's going to make a getaway. Snacks, you're not going to be able to get this gun. Oh, he's just hoping. Go out onto the balcony. Go out onto the bridge. Nope. Not meant to be this time, Snacks. No save gun there for you. But this was very nicely done here by CPlay. That was a total fake as well. They really drawed the attention to that B site, made Virtus.pro think, you know, we're going to go to the voluptuous letter, and instead they went right back over to the A site.
Yeah, really, really well done. And not cutting too many corners either going in there. They did use the grenades they needed to actually go for it. Smoke and Molotov meet at the top of Banana. And Virtus.pro are back on rifles. Neo this time with the Mag 7.
Just doesn't fire fast enough for Snacks. Snacks is going for speed.
13-6. This is one of those weird games where you can't help but feel the comeback. It's not even close. You can't say it's happening because they win a couple of rounds here. It's more like for CPlay to make this interesting again, they have to fight it all the way back to 13-13, and then we're gonna be like, all right, that's now it's legit. Now it's really happening. Until then, at any point in time, Virtus.pro can just get 1 or 2 entry frags and pretty much close out the game. So
this will close out the game because there's 0 bank on CPlay.
Yeah.
So they've still got their backs to the wall. If they lose this, I mean, they're going to be down to 4 spy, and then Virtus.pro are just going to get it. First round, first map in the bag.
And then it's on to Mirage, which they play arguably even better.
And we didn't get to see CPlay's Mirage, actually. We saw them on Cobble. Actually, they played fairly well versus Acer on Cobble. That's where Acer lost. In the qualifiers, that is, because CPlay are the qualifying team.
Ooh. Nice shot from Holtz, picking off Neo mid-air as well. So Taz will take out Barry, so it's going to be a 3v3 retake. And Virtus.pro were, again, quite, well, just like CPlay were, quite far away from the bomb site when the bomb goes down. And you can tell, even if it takes, you know, a good 15 seconds to run from A to B, it's, you know, when you have to check the corners, it takes way longer than that. That's why you want to be outside of B, more or less, when the bomb goes down. Because then you have time to actually plan some sort of retake. And Virtus.pro instead are going to elect to go for the exit frags, of which they might be able to pick up a few here. Glaive going to be one.
Yeah, Taz actually landing that kill. They're coming around the corner, and he decides to challenge again. He makes it very expensive indeed. Muffby not going to go up with the bomb, but the damage is done here, and he stays on the M4. He doesn't pick up an AK. Interesting choice. So he's going to be able to hand that over to Barry. So Barry can actually have some firepower to work with here, but Virtus.pro making that a very costly round indeed for CPlay. And because they saved those 2 guns, they're going to be able to get something going here. Neo, what does he like to go for? It's going to be the Swag 7, okay. So a very reasonable buy actually coming out here from Virtus.pro, all things considered. They have good nades, they have the smokes to go with it. They have a couple of incendiaries to work with as well. So this is still CPlay just trying to battle their way back into this game, and Virtus.pro putting up a fight. Really surprised to see that CPlay are able to get so many T rounds so early on, however. It really makes you kind of wish that they were able to do more on their CT side.
Yeah, that's the most painful thing, isn't it? When you're playing this well T side, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. If only we had got more than 4 rounds on that first half or whatever it was, could have been so much more interesting. It's not done yet, but it's like I said, with these kind of comebacks, we have to be persuaded all the way. It's hard getting really excited for CPlay at this point in time, even if they are playing well, because we know that VP can just sort of, you know, put it in overdrive at any point. This round is looking good, and we might be at 13-8 at this point here. Neo and Snacks, I mean, Neo's setting up for a smoke here, but I'm not really sure it's going to help them. In fact, it's definitely not going to help them.
Smoking up short, they're really making CPlay sweat. Zancer needs to get out of here, though. If he stays in the pit, he's going to go up with that bomb. So he's the real risk, and Snacks should hear him running. There you go, Snacks doesn't get it. Oh, he ends up going with the bomb anyways. Nicely done, Snacks. Does just enough damage.
Oh, man. So what's VP going to do now, though? That's the thing. They really don't have the money. This starts off as a really good crossfire, so I'm surprised, in fact, that that CPlay makes it out of that round alive. They buy 5 smokes, 5 Molotovs on the T side. That is actually kind of rare, even though, you know, on Inferno it might be a good idea, but still, that's a little bit scary. That should mean in a perfect world that CPlay, once the bomb goes down, they'll still have a couple of grenades left to play around with, and that could be so important.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of firepower that they're packing right now. They're going to be able to check those angles. They're going to be able to use them to check Covey up the top of T if they want to. Nice shots there by Taz, though. He's up in balcony. He actually catches Barry off guard. Muffby, however, pushes up. Pushes up. They'll be able to actually pick up the kill, and Glaive is going to take out Neo as well. That's over on the B site, however. So CPlay are just getting entry frags everywhere. This is a bit of a mixed buy situation, however, for Virtus.pro. Snacks has his rifle from the last round, but then everybody else has been on pistols and nades, so not the best to work with, not the best tools rather to work with here for Virtus.pro. And really, this has just been a chain of duels. You had some heroics there from Snacks, but this time around, you know, nobody's going to be singing any songs about him.
No, but kind of cool to see CPlay have essentially 2 different sort of kill squads of 2 people in each, and they stick together really well. And once the B side is entirely open, and they don't even like rush there, they kind of, you know, wait around for a while, and then they actually go for it. So I mean, CPlay seem to be playing under. I mean, they are under a lot of pressure, but they look like a team that's not really letting it get to them at the moment. They're sort of taking it really, truly one round at a time, and they're playing those rounds with a remarkable cool. So I'm starting to enjoy this a lot more now. 13-9. Is about to be the score anyway. Now, so I started talking about how Virtus.pro, when they play CT side on this map, sometimes they have a lot of confidence, sometimes they have almost none. And right now, I wouldn't say they're playing with a lot of confidence, but I wish they would go for one of those confidence plays where they really try and throw CPlay back into the dirt here. Like push middle, push banana, and really try and make it work. Obviously, now they got 2 AWPs, so there's a different kind of switch up here. Doesn't really inspire a lot of aggressive play, unless you're a specific kind of AWPer, which I think neither Pasha or Snacks is going to be there.
Yeah, I agree. It's just going to be peek into mid, peek into banana with those AWPs, see if they can't find a pick somewhere. Pasha not even going to go aggressive. Bit surprising there. Because they went for the ultra. They went for the anti-rush basically over on B.
Oh.
There you go. Snacks takes out Zancer, and that's going to be the opening frag for Virtus.pro. Now if they try and push over on that A site, they're going to be in for a bit of a rude awakening because that AWP is waiting there in Pasha's hands as well.
Yeah, and VP, the instant they get that kill, they switch into a very defensive setup here. This is so hard for CPlay to deal with. They're not going to find an easy entry anywhere. They're not going to find any easy battles. 2 people rooted down in pit with Pasha nearby here as well with the AWP. Controlling archway. This is like textbook play coming out from Virtus.pro. All they needed was the entry frag, really.
They know that there's still players over at T as well. You see the nades coming in constantly. That smoke should be about to clear for Pasha. And there we go. Fresh smoke, flash combo. Pasha gets stuck, and that was very dangerous there for a moment. He could have been exposed. You can still hear them coming through Arch, however, so he's going to take that shot, and he wins it. Second kill going through, and now that's a wake-up call for CPlay. Now they know they're dealing with 2 ops.
And Pasha takes out Glaive, who was coming out of the smoke as well. Holtz is going to be the last man standing here. Not much of a chance.
No, definitely not pretty right now for him. I mean, it's almost... Is he just looking to see if he can't get a kill somewhere? He might just look to die, and it seems like he just wanted to die to go up. He wanted to die to just get some money after that round rather than trying to hold on to his gear. I mean, he had enough, though, so I'm not really sure. I mean, unless he gets just insanely lucky and picks up 2 kills, it's not really worth it for him to throw himself away like that.
Oh, man. And there we go. They pretty much use all their money, except for Glaive, in this round. So if they don't win it now, BP are just going to close out the game. And that's why we were talking about earlier that in these kind of comeback situations, you really do need to see the T side bring it back to like an even score. It has to go back to 13-13 before it becomes realistic that they could actually win it here. Good opening, though. Sansir to take down Pasha. And now they keep rotating back around by Ali. Has to get a lot of kills here. So he's going to get the 1 so far. And then a bit of a Molotov out to maybe buy a little bit of time. But grenade return is great from the CPlay side.
I love the turn of speed from CPlay. This is them just basically reacting to the fact that, hey, you have 2 ops? Well, we're just going to rush you somewhere. You may be able to kill one of us, but the rest of us are just going to barrel through. That was really nicely done there by CPlay. Great adjustment, and Taz is literally right on the edge. Look at him. It's like hot feet, and he's all right.
Well, Bialy will go down to 2v4 at the moment. Taz to fall. Sansir currently with a double kill in the round, and Snacks is running away. It's a really good change of pace. And again, imagine if this had been like an 8-7. Imagine if CPlay could have picked up 8 rounds in the first half. They practically won the game at this point. It would have been like an entirely different map. Oh my god. Can't believe that this is what it's come to. 14-10. Virtus.pro actually That's Taz buying. What are the rest of the team going to do? All right, they'll all force it up. A bit of a discussion going on the Polish side, trying to figure out exactly how to spread the money. But they do make a fairly good buying work here. A little bit low on smoke grenades, but they do have some Molotovs to sort of make up for it. So maybe overall they're going to be just fine. CPlay, though. 6 rounds flawlessly. It's doable, but not likely. Snack's going to get the one. Great return from Santia, though. Very fast with the return there. That's going to be in their favor, even though it's, you know, sad that they lost Glaive early on, but it's still going to be worth it.
Yeah, because then they can group up, basically, and Virtus.pro are going to go for a bit of a gamble, actually. They've rotated a 3rd man over to this B site right now, so they really were expecting more of the ultra aggression to come out of CPlay. Expecting them to rush through it. That's exactly what's going to happen. This could be ideal now for Virtus.pro. Neo, just with that hold, Pasha with the HE going through as well. And this is now going to be a 2-on-3. Neo getting picked off by Holst, who's waiting around the corner. 55 seconds, though, in CPlay. They elect to push through. Muffby finds the shot onto Pasha, and that's ideal, except the Taz is there to lock it down. They were not expecting that 3rd man to be there so quickly.
Now, I'm really confused about Pasha in that position. Then he had, I think, a Molotov and a bit more as well, and they were pressured for time. Would have thought that he could have just fallen back and played it for time, and that would have been almost impossible, but it works out anyway. Taz ends up saving the round for them, and it's 15-10. And CPlay, luckily for them, they at least had money for this round. I mean, that would have been brutal if they hadn't been winning a couple of rounds here. They could have ended up ecoing or forcing up for the last one.
Once again, Virtus.pro going for the B control. Snacks just goes through that Molotov, though. Takes a lot of damage in the process. There you go, flash through. Snacks completely blind, but he still takes 1. Better than he could have hoped for, actually. And it's still 2 players remain here at the top of B for Virtus.pro. Doesn't look like CPlay want to push forward, however. They've got the nades, but as fresh smoke goes down, that's going to block them off. Oh, unfortunately, that nade is completely useless. Wow, Zancer with the timing.
That is one hell of an angle, yeah. Really good job. Doesn't want to give it up just yet. It's 3-3 at the moment, because Bialy did pick up Muff over at the hallways, in fact, over at A. Great flashbang out, and it's going to be another trade. So still favoring CPlay. They could keep trading like this. Taz now in the corner. Are they going to come and check it? They will check it. Sansia just comes running in. Currently a quad kill on him. And there's now Bialy 1v2 here to try and clutch it. And he's actually going to have some time, because the bomb is still on Banana.
He's hot on the bomb's heels, actually. They expect him to rotate through CT. If he's up here fast enough, he can catch Barry out in the open before Barry can get in position. And no, he's making noise on Banana now. They should know exactly where he's coming from at this point. They're going to be able to take appropriate positions. Molotov at the back, dark corner, and look at that. Zancer already waiting on top of coils. And Bialy, he just spots a pixel.
He's going to run for it here. Checking the back of sight as well, but nicely played. Barry going to take away the ace from Sansia. Still a pretty good round from the Danish player. And make it 15-11. And that actually hard resets Virtus.pro. And this is at the point where normally you could almost end up double ecoing. Although I'm not sure they want to do that, because then it's 13-15. Start to get a little bit scary.
Yeah, this actually, I mean, this is still kind of scary, really. Look at this. They only go for smokes on Virtus.pro's side. That reset is going to definitely hurt them here, Virtus.pro. Them, especially when they start to feel like they may have the map in the bag at that point. Probably thinking, I mean, I'm surprised that Taz got caught, you know, just totally asleep, allowing Zancer to get up onto that B side initially. But in this round, at least, it's just going to be more of the same. I mean, CPlay taking control of Banana as best they can. They have Glaive at the top. He's a Tech 9 right now, but that smoke goes down once again. Sagro smoke. This is actually really making CPlay doubt themselves, it seems. They're not quite sure what to expect. If smokes are going down like this, do they know that VP are just hard ecoing pretty much?
Ooh, are they going to try and flash their way through? There's the pop through. Bialy can't see a thing, and he's going to end up going down. It's a pretty good option there. Holtz to open it up. Taz playing by Graveyard, but again, with just a pistol, really hard to make this work, and Glaive will take him out. So it's definitely going to be 15-12 here. Not a lot of chance for a VP to do anything. Might as well say what they have. Barry, the Tech 9, or sorry, Mac 10 here, to pick up at least 1 kill.
Oh, and Pasha? Zancer is going to be taking damage. Pasha, he goes through. He gets caught, but he gets the headshot on the Glaive. Nearly takes out the 2nd man as well. His shot goes just wide of Zancer's head. Really close call, but solid hold there. I mean, solid round from Holst, really. That makes him even on his score, 19-19. And this is, I mean, this is Zancer. This is really him actually taken away. He's got a great ratio going right now on this T side.
And over at the VP side, I mean, those grenades and the pistols were a clear indication that they were actually going to try and double eco. So they just, like, instead of fully ecoing, they just buy a little bit just to see if they get a chance. And they're going to do the same this round, so very likely it'll be 13 to 15 here. This is, I don't know. I think the main feeling for CPlay right now still has to be, what if? What if we had just landed a couple of more rounds on that CT side?
That is exactly it. I mean, look, they had 4 rounds to start. 4 rounds to start, and they're up to 12 now. Oh, shot there by Glaive to open things up. Taz is gone. Another rotation already here by Neo with that P250. Catches a man with a nade in hand, but it's not going to be good enough here. He's not going to be able to hit that angle right. Full rotation from Virtus.pro, but CPlay are fully committed to this site, and no luck there for Snacks, who just goes charging through the smoke. This time around, it's not going to manage it. But Pasha and Neo, they're doing fantastic work. Bialy is there as well. Gets the spray down, and he actually manages to... We get 3 kills onto CPlay already. Not a bad eco.
No, that was actually horrifying at the end then. Play with a triple, but if not for that, I mean, Virtus.pro could have probably made that round work. Now they're going to be able to make a buy because they were just ecoing twice here. So they've got 2 more chances, VP, to close out this game. But it has become much closer than it should have ever been. I'm impressed by CPlay. They're really showing us some cool Counter-Strike playing T-side, so a lot of credit to them. A little bit disappointed in Virtus.pro. I feel like they should have come up with more on their second half here. They've got, like we said, they had so many rounds to try different things out, and they haven't. Their only real adjustment here was the double AWP, and that worked pretty well. But that's all they did to change up the pace. Why not go for something a little bit different? They've had a couple of rounds where they've tried to counter the bottom of banana smoke, or not counter it, but play around it with Snacks down there. I guess that's another variation, but it's been mainly just standard play coming out here from VP. Nothing too exciting. No one pushing aggressively, taking over apartments, trying to take fights out there. They're just staying far back all the time.
And it continues to be so. I mean, Pasha now just waiting for one smoke to go through. He gets a smoke of his own. There's the flash over. Smoke towards library as well. Molotovs everywhere, and if he hits his timing correctly. There's the pop flash through. Pasha, did he hear it, though? It almost sounded as if he just was completely unaware that they were pushing him for a second there.
Barry ended up standing in this Molotov to take the fight, and he does go down to Pasha, but swiftly returned on by Muff B, and now 2 people in the pit. Powerful position. Bialy and Taz. If they can just get 1 kill in here, especially if they kill Muff B coming out of apps, it's going to be hard for the rest of CPlay to make into the bomb site. And that's Glaive going down. Already dropped, but Bialy's going to be alone in the pit against 3 people. He gets a good flick on there. Now it's a 3v2. Bialy folds, so now 6 seconds, 5 seconds here. The bomb is going to go down just in time. And CPlay could actually get overtime if they just keep fighting.
No, they don't. I don't think they know that there's a man in library right now either. Free kill for Zanser and Holst to take out Snacks as well. So the headshots just raining in. And CPlay, this is what I was worried about. Essentially. It's just the fact that Glaive, when it comes to teams on Inferno, he makes them into world-class teams on this map for some reason. He just has it dialed out. Or figured out, rather. He just knows what you need to do to be able to take on the best. And Virtus.pro are just, I mean, 30th round now, and look at the force buy that they have to go for. 3 SMGs.
Pretty aggressive grenades on Banana, not going to tag anyone, but they will catch them anyway here and tickle them a bit with the MP9 from Pasha. And also Neo is there on the cross as well. Smoke goes up. What? Was that smoke supposed to be further?
Yeah, but there's an incendiary there.
Oh, all right, so it popped instantly. That's a bit annoying. I actually think VP specifically wanted that smoke to go a little bit further so they could try and play more aggressively around it.
Block off T-pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a bit of a mechanical error there then, in that case. Right now, CPlay are content to wait out these smokes. Now they realize, okay, Virtus.pro, you've kind of shown us your hand at this point. Now we just need to go back to a standard play, look for the picks. We've got control of second mid. We're getting control of apartments. That's all that really needs to happen here for CPlay at this point until this smoke clears at bottom banana. Look at this. It's going to be the aggro push coming out here from Virtus.pro. They manage to overwhelm Glaive. They get 2 kills out of it. Neo takes out Barry as well. That drops the bomb. And no, Virtus.pro, they're making it happen in the 30th round. They eventually get the job done. Perfect round from them. And there you go. You know, the aggression from Virtus.pro, and it works.
It does work. It's just it's a bit upsetting that it takes them that long to figure out to try and change the pace, right? Because they could have thrown a bunch of rounds in there all across the second half. They could have been trying something like this just to make it work. And instead, they sort of played into exactly how CPlay wanted to play. I don't know who to congratulate, because honestly, CPlay, they played this much closer than I thought they would have.
They did.
I thought that this was going to be like 16-7 type victory for VP. They just crushed them and move on. Kind of interesting.
But CPlay shows. I mean, and Glaive, he was definitely one of the strongest leaders, and he had one of the strongest teams in the qualifiers going into this tournament. So good to see that when given the opportunity, you know, Virtus.pro, they give them an opening, and Glaive jumps on it with his team. So they made it a very close first map, but Inferno is going to be won now by Virtus.pro, and Mirage is going to be up next. And it should be more of the same, essentially. Well, tough to say because we don't quite know the level that CPlay have on Mirage. We can't really pinpoint it like we can with Inferno.
Yeah, I imagine this is also going to be a wake-up call for VP saying, okay, we've got to take it seriously. Now they come in and play one of the strongest maps they have. I'd be surprised if VP don't really, you know, step it up here. I think they really should. It's going to be after the break, guys. Mirage coming up next in this best of 3, so stay with us.